G'day everyone, I hope you're all doing really well. Merry Christmas, the time is almost here. I've been doing heaps out here. I've cleaned up the fish room a lot. Got new fish, got the new plants, almost finished 2 tanks. So there's plenty of stuff coming up, and we've just kicked off a species care guide series. We had the ember tetras on last week, and we've got some more fish that I personally keep that I'm gonna give you quick 3-4 minute videos, a little bit of a care guide on each species. And the whole aim of it is to try and make it easy for you guys to know what to do and have a bit of fun while you're learning. So today I picked up a whole bunch of plants for the 4-foot. I don't have enough plants to really plant this whole thing out properly at a cost of fortune, so we're sort of slowly gonna do this. I'm gonna move the CO2 into the hardscape tank in the lounge room. It's gonna give us the best result, I think, with all the new plant growth. And what I've done is I've had all that aqua soil in there. I've done a full 100% water change twice. So that's got rid of a lot of the ammonia that was there, so we shouldn't have any ammonia burn on any of the plants. We're kind of ready for Christmas dinner at our house to have this awesome tank set up. But yeah, we're still gonna take a bit of time for the plants to grow in. So I'm gonna go and plant it out. Then we're gonna have a little look at it, and I'll tell you what I picked up, why I picked them up, and it's gonna be a great baseboard for us to see how this tank progresses. And as I get more and more plants growing and the tank settles down, then I can talk to you about what I'm gonna actually stock the tank with, which different species of fish, and whether it's shrimp or fish. Is it gonna be a big fish or is it gonna be lots of little fish? I don't know, but we'll find out together. Okay, so we are fully planted and we've got the CO2 running there. We've got the diffuser underneath where the water comes in to help distribute the CO2 across the tank. And we have 5 plants that we've planted. So the first of all is Ambulia. I always used to call it foxtail. I don't know why, maybe it was just when I first bought it, that's what it was called, but I love the look of this plant. I love how it branches out and it's all fluffy, and I'm hoping that it will just sort of fill in and spread out through here and create an Ambulia jungle. So just below that we have pearlweed. It was just sort of in the tank at H2O and it was floating around. So I've sort of tried to plant it and just see if I can get some roots going down into that aqua soil and create a bit of a foreground plant to help sort of fill out the front of the tank. Now over here, this is where it starts to get a little bit tricky for me. I think it's a red Rotella. I know it looks pretty green, but the tips are sort of going more red. I've broken it up. It's sort of a little bit of a mess at the moment, which is fine because I'm hoping that it will come in, do really well in here and give us some more red colouring and give us something different to look at in the tank. This one, I'm not sure what it's called. I think it's an Eriocolaceae or Colaceae, I don't know how to say it properly, or a hairgrass. So Boaz wasn't there when I was picking up some of the plants that we sort of discussed a couple of weeks ago when we picked up the hardscape. So I just sort of grabbed what I was thinking at the time. If you guys have any information, let me know and I'll pin your comment at the top if you're the first person to let me know exactly what it is and how it will work. But again, you can see I'm going for another sort of foreground plant to give us something different. So in the middle of the scape here, I got 2 S. Repens tissue culture plants, and they split into effectively, yeah, like 3 or 3.5, 3 and 4 little plants out of each tissue culture. I really like the idea of sort of just putting them at the edges of all the wood. And this one here can fill out really, really nicely. And still undecided whether we have this nice, strong, thick jungle that just leads us towards the middle that's a different color to the other sides, or whether I put rocks through there and maybe a path. I'm not sure. So this is what the scape looks like. You can see that we've got the 5 different plants in 5 different areas. The whole point behind that is to see what works and what doesn't work. Fingers crossed everything works, and in a perfect world, in a couple of months' time, everything will be really full and lush, and we'll have the tank that I've been trying to create. But there is a good chance that 1 or 2 or 3 of these plants won't work. I don't think all 5 will fail, but if things don't work, then at least we know what we're trying, and we can sort of learn together anyway while we're setting this up. So I'm going to keep you guys updated on this tank all the time. We have heaps of aqua soil, we have good lighting, we have CO2 now. So fingers crossed, this will be a beautifully planted tank for all of you to enjoy on the channel for many years to come. I hope you guys really enjoyed that video. And if you're not subscribed, hit that button. Like 81% of people that watch my videos aren't subscribed. So help me out. Hit the button so you don't miss out on the update of this tank. I'm really loving the way it's progressing. And as I said, there's gonna be a new species care guide series that will be running for a few weeks. So hopefully you'll get a fair bit of laughs and value out of that as well. And I'm also working on a few other little projects that I sort of mentioned at the start. We've got new fish, we've got new tanks being set up, and I'm also running, I think I'm gonna beat this thing over here. And if I do, I'll share with you the results of me working really, really hard on that saltwater tank and the hair algae. So until then, seriously, have an awesome Christmas. I hope you guys have a good break. I think we've all deserved it this year. Wherever you are, stay safe, and I can't wait to see you guys next week.